Thanks, Inspector. I'll let you know if I remember anything else. If I was going to distract Nave, I needed to unearth new evidence or concoct some.
Exactly.
And
That's
the bloodier, the better. Are you Hector Lane, the art critic?
Enchanté, madame. And which of the angels are you?
I'm Nico Collar, a reporter.
Ah, a fallen angel then. My favorite sort.
What can you tell me about the theft?
Oh, it was truly awful. What do you want to know?
everything.
Tell me about the shooting, monsieur.
It all happened so fast.
Yes, that's what shootings are like.
Take your time. What did you see?
I can't be sure. Perhaps I could answer your questions over dinner.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I'm on a tight deadline. Did you see the thief?
I would have tackled him, but he was too quick for me.
Did you know that the alarm had been sabotaged?
No. How dreadful. I suppose that's why the alarm isn't ringing.
What can you tell me about Henri's involvement with the gallery?
Dear Henri, a shining diamond in the ordure that is the modern art business. He owned the gallery. What will we do without him?
What can you tell me about the painting that was taken?
It was called La Maledictio, an unknown work that only recently surfaced.
Who was the artist?
A mysterious figure known only as El Serp. Some say he was a student of Picasso. He was good, but not great, and his true identity remains unknown.
We'll find it out by the end of the game.
Here's my press card.
And there was I thinking you were too young and beautiful to be a reporter.
Thanks for your help.
Everyone is weird and
I
horrible.
wasn't going to get anything useful from Lane.
Yep.
Excuse me, Father.
Father Simeon, my child.
Are you okay, Father?
It's a terrible shock, but yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Could I ask you some questions about the crime?
What kind of questions?
I'm a reporter for La Liberté.
I suppose it cannot hurt. Please ask away.
What do you think about that stain?
Is that blood?
I think it's just sauce. I wonder if there's a mop anywhere.
We are facing death and divine retribution. This is no time for tidying up.
Father Simeon wasn't making much sense.
Then again, yeah.
Did you see anything that might help identify the killer?
The devil takes many forms, child. I didn't get a good enough look, I'm afraid.
Anything would help.
I am sorry, my dear. My mind was elsewhere.
All evil things are the devil, apart from the fact that, you know, the Bible in several points says no one is good, not even one. Yep, we're already complaining about theology. Yep. It's happened.
What do you know about Henri?
An innocent victim, insofar as any of us are innocent. If he was peddling such blasphemous works as the El Serp painting, then who knows what other sins he was hiding.
Father Simeon was making me feel guilty. Priests always did that to me.
So, so he does hold to the view that of inherent sin and original sin, but he's also like, oh, evil is the devil. All evil things are the devil. No. People's theology, in some cases not consistent, but in general, people's theology is at least mentally inherently consistent, at least on the same viewpoint. And certainly within 2 sentences of each other. Let's ask about Father Simeon himself.
Why did you come to the gallery today, Father?
God brought me here. I saw the poster for the exhibition. I had to come.
What do you mean?
I knew there was great evil in La Maledictio.
Okay, that's why.
It was my duty to confront it. The painter was El Serp, the Serpent. Don't you see?
Evil? So, what were you planning on doing here today?
I wanted to bear witness to anything that the devil would conjure.
Well, I think it was a no-show, Father.
Really? A man is dead, Miss Collard. I'd say his work here today is done.
That wasn't going to help my story.
I don't know. Mad crackpot priest. Something interrupts exhibition. Oh.
Do you know anything about the painter, El Serp?
He was a purveyor of blasphemy, a servant of the Antichrist.
How can you know that?
It is clear from his work.
Father Simeon was making a lot of assumptions. What can you tell me about the painting?
Grotesque and evil.
Evil.
How can a painting be evil?
By killing all who come into contact with it.
Does that mean we're next?
Laugh not at the devil's play, Miss Collard.
It's meant to be a tragedy.
This is my press card. As I said, I work for La Liberté.
Good. Be sure to warn your readers that this painting is evil.
Thank you for your time, Father. The priest had nothing useful to offer.
Yes, well spotted. Is that like a little achievement trophy thing?
I'd never met the gallery owner before, but he sure didn't deserve this.
Achievements. 5% through the game. 5% through the game.
It was the alarm for the painting that had been
Oh,
stolen.
there's a little thing I didn't notice before. The tag.
The painting was La Maledictio by an artist named El Serp in 1937. Georges said that somebody had disabled it.
Right, okay. Actually, George, can you help with this?
Georges,
Yeah, Nico.
you said you needed to get into the office?
Mm-hmm.
And you said you were going to create a distraction.
Okay. Do I have anything in my... could I use my press card on that?
I was going to need to take a closer look.
Okay. Right.
That wouldn't happen. No way was... I scraped up the chewing gum with my press card, hoping the inspector wouldn't notice.
Ew.
How about that for a distraction? I wondered whether it would be enough.
No, it's tomato. Not an earth. French pants. French pants. French pants. Hello.
Inspector,
Une tomate, I think. That's a tomato. I think in French.
have you seen the stain on the floor over there? It looks like blood.
Indeed. How very curious. I must investigate immediately, before one of these idiots steps in it.
Go, George. Go.
Interesting. Maybe it is time to employ the machine.
Okay, Georges, that should distract him for a while.
Nice work, Nico. I'll let you know what I find in the office. I was sure the inspector hadn't seen me slip away, but I needed to be quick, because it wouldn't take him long. It was a hookah pipe. Those things gave me a headache.
Aha. CCTV
The
system.
CCTV system was ancient.
It took individual shots and recorded them to tape. It looked like I needed to enter a passcode to view the recording.
Was it 6372? No.
Nope.
Okay. To find a clue. Notice board, maybe?
Henri's notice board was covered with all kinds of junk.
Anything useful?
It didn't look like there was anything important on the board.
No, okay. Calendar.
The calendar looked like a child's school project. Henri had ringed 27th May and scrawled birthday. Poor guy hadn't quite made it to his big day.
Oh. Anything you can interact with the statue?
The statue was jaunty, up close and personal. I could see that the fig leaf was hinged. Thankfully, there was no one around to see me do this.
Yeah, do I want to do this?
Very interesting.
Oh my goodness.
I wasn't going to open the safe.
Without the
I was
key.
fairly sure that even Henri wouldn't be silly enough to keep it hidden in the office.
We don't have any items we've picked up. Nope.
The secret compartment was open. There was no need to manhandle Henri any further.
I was thinking closing it because I think you're right. Although it's possible we might not be.
I didn't want to carry the tape around. I had a feeling I wasn't going to need it. I didn't need a business card.
Why not? Oh,
The lighter was corroded and grimy. It'd probably never work again. I decided to leave it.
okay.
I didn't feel the need. Carrying an ink pot around, the ink would have stained my hands for days.
Yeah, this is a puzzle game. I need things.
It was the paper that Nico wrote for. Nico lived for the day her story would be on the front cover.
Fold it.
There was nothing else in the drawer.
Okay.
The folder looked interesting. This was very definitely tampering with evidence. It was a completion of work notice from a company called Vera Security. They weren't the guys we'd recommended. Henri had gone behind our backs to choose a different security outfit.
Ooh.
I'd never heard of Vera Security, but there was an address and phone number on the form.
And, probably more importantly to some extent, it probably gives you an excuse not to use it. Oh, smoking mirror. Is it smoking mirror? I think it's smoking mirror.
In the trash can, I found a crumpled letter from Henri's credit card company, demanding immediate payment. It listed extravagant purchases from a variety of ladies' fashion stores. The address indicated that Henri lived in the chic and expensive 16th arrondissement of Paris. I decided to put the letter back. Henri's financial problems weren't my business. But now I knew where he lived.
So he could go and hid there.
The sofa had clearly taken some punishment over the years.
And that's now closed, which is what I was planning on doing before. Oops. I clicked the wrong button. Model
Henri
bus.
had a model of a VW camper van painted in hippie colors.
No, not hippie colours.
Capacity was displayed on the back, 1600 cc. Henri sure liked this clutter.
So many different numbers we could try. So there's 1975 and the 1600. So let's try the 1975. Hmm. 1600?
And there I was, thinking that Henri...
Oh, in fact, he actually comments on that.
Henri hadn't set the model van's engine size as the passcode.
Okay, yeah, you're figuring out that I'm just randoming.
I needed to find a 4-digit number.
Wait, when was his birthday? When was his birthday again?
Henri had ringed 27th...
27th of May. So it's either 0527 or 2705. Passcode valid!
Bingo.
Ha! Birthday.
I rewound the tape to before the robbery. This was the first interesting frame. It was Henri studying La Malédiction. He couldn't have had any idea what was about to happen. The image was a little fuzzy, but in the center of the painting was what looked like a snake eating its own tail. I thought about what the priest said. There was definitely something unsettling about the picture.
Chasing your tail.
Nico and I were taking a look at La Malédiction just before the robbery. Funny, painting didn't strike me as remarkable at the time, just odd. The most striking act...
Okay.
It seemed that whenever Nico stepped back into my life, so did trouble.
The way to solve that is to not leave her, and then she's not coming back into your life. See? Simple.
There I was, looking at the exhibition. A good view of La Malédiction. I could kind of see why Father Simeon thought it was evil.
And I take a look at it.
There was a certain presence about it.
Nothing else to look at there, is there?
The killer caught in the act. There was nothing really distinctive about him. The CCTV had caught the killer in the act of lifting La Malédiction from the wall. He knew exactly which painting to take.
Mm.
The moment it all went horribly wrong. Why hadn't Henri backed down when the thief pulled the gun? If that was me, I'd have done whatever the guy wanted.
Unless it was meant to be a blank. He was the guy on the inside. That was meant to be a blank. And so he was like, oh, I'm kind of faking it. He runs off, I'm horrible, and then I pretend I'm injured.
There was some writing on the front of his helmet, but I couldn't quite make it out. The alarm should have sounded when the killer took the painting, but it had been sabotaged.
Sabotage.
I wondered who could have done that. Maybe Lane, or even Henri himself.
Yeah, I think...
Or perhaps even Vera's security, who'd installed the system.
And whoever is sorting this out paid him a lot of money to go through Vera.
The killer making his getaway.
Ooh, hello.
A logo on the front of his helmet read Waterloo Motors. That could be useful.
Guessing it's not a French company.
The painting was gone.
Because I think Waterloo... I think Waterloo is the station that the Eurostar comes to in London, and the French complained that was the one it was called.
I was taking a look at the alarm box. Hopefully I didn't look too suspicious.
So it's just
That was me.
fiddling with the alarm.
I hadn't thought about that when I was taking a look at the camera. Not my best angle. That was the last shot. I'd probably learned everything I could from the CCTV.
Mm-hmm.
Monsieur, sir, you have snuck in here, and now you are tampering with my evidence.
Let's be truthful.
I wasn't tampering with anything. I was just looking for clues.
That is my job, Monsieur...
Stobart. George Stobart. Paris Mutual. We insured the exhibition.
Oh, really? So, you have plenty to gain from the robbery.
What?
Well, no. We have plenty to lose from the robbery.
Don't patronize me, monsieur. Only a fool wouldn't know how insurance works.
Yeah. No flies on you, Inspector.
Exactly. I have to get up very early in the morning, which means I can be sure to catch the world.
So I see.